Welcome to webnewsjax. We start this telecast out with the cars. Blue tip.
They tell you how to think.
Sounds like the U.S. government.
Trading in the alley, cooking up a storm. Forget about reality, cause nothing is ignoring you. So what can you do, you say?
They owe you a few. Well, folks, I think they owe us more than a few. Wouldn't you? Anyway, we're going to take a break from this, and we're going to go on with our newscast. Folks, there's a lot of trouble brewing in the world. You know, I get on, I plead, I scream, I yell, I rant, I rave. I cover so many subjects, but today we just got to cover a simple subject, and that is war and how wrong it is, and how wrong our country is, how wrong our covert actions are throughout the world, alienating, sovereign nations, bombing them. Do you realize, folks, as we endure our everyday lives and suffer in the economic depression that is America right now, that 4 sovereign nations are being bombed by our military? Bombed. People are being killed in 4 nations every day by us. That's Pakistan, where we got the drone attacks looking for Al-Qaeda. Afghanistan, where we're still fighting Al-Qaeda and who are them? The Taliban. I mean, CIA's got some creative names, don't they? Oh, and let us not forget our war in Iraq. The place we conquered for the globalists so they could get oil, which has done nothing but drive up our oil prices and make a depression. Anyway, now comes Libya. Now we're really messing with a madman, a crazy man. I mean, this guy makes Saddam Hussein look sane. Muammar Gaddafi might have been more than what the U.S. globalist regime of Obama wanted to bite off. This guy will not hesitate to use chemical weapons. And he's got some friends, and he's got some friends that really need to back him because China gets a lot of their oil from Libya. Yeah, China. You remember them? And China sees us taking over Africa, the whole Middle East, and being very, well, Roman. Yeah, the U.S. resembles a lot like Rome because we're colonialists. We're just taking over parts of the world. And then we got France over in Africa, taking one dictator out that murdered and killed people and putting another one in and bringing their army in there to assist the dictator and make sure he lives to fight another day and kill more people. That's the world we live in. A lot of killing, a lot of murdering, a lot of bad things. And then, all these wars and all this is supposed to bring prosperity to America. You know how much prosperity we'd have if we just had the money that we spent on these wars? I'm not saying we don't need an army. We don't need a defense. The best offense is a good defense. But there you have it, defense. We're using our armies as an offensive weapon. Just because we don't agree with somebody, we bomb them. Because we don't like somebody. Because we're going to orchestrate an event and say somebody did the event, like 9/11, and give us provocation to invade sovereign countries and to start wars. Now, were the people we took over and invaded good? No. No, they weren't good. Saddam Hussein, a good guy? No, he was anything but. But what are we? We're bombing women and children. There's YouTube videos of soldiers stacking dead bodies like wood. Yeah, I mean, we're getting to the point where we're no better than them, and we're just doing this all under a globalist flag. Yeah, the UN. Boy, I wonder if George Soros or Rockefeller or which one of them guys personally gave the call to Obama to bomb Libya. Which one of them? You know, one of them told him. Obama isn't smart enough, brave enough, or even ambitious enough to make that decision on his own. His hand was held, and it was held by one of the globalists, just like Bush, just like Clinton, you know. And then now we've got a government that is alienating all our rights, that is crooked as the day is long, a court system that you can't trust unless you have money. You can trust it a lot if you have money, because justice can sure be bought in the United States. Buy yourself a lobbyist, go to Congress and lobby, and you can just shut down your competition by pretending you're a tree hugger and that you want to save the environment and play games. That's how the coal plants are getting shut down. You got companies like GE, one of Obama's pet companies that donate a lot to his campaign, just leading the parade. Oh, boy. What kind of future do our children have? I mean, really. We're getting ready to go to hell in a bad handbasket. The national debt is soaring. We're going to default. The dollar will not be the world currency. And we're starting these wars. And who might just join the theater of war? China? Russia? You think they like the fact that we're doing these things? I mean, they got to worry about their own borders. They got to worry about their own coups, If our CIA can go and cause an uproar in Egypt, cause an uproar in Syria, cause an uproar in all these other nations. There's just several of them. Saudi Arabia is in danger of being overthrown. Our CIA is targeted. The princes and the kings and the monarchy there have decided that they need another globalist pet there that'll be more subservient, that'll, let the oil flow at a rate that they're happy with. Yeah, that's what we've got in this world. That's what's going on. The decisions, the laws, everything are made behind closed doors. I heard Lord Moncton today. I'm not sure if that's his right name, if I'm pronouncing it right. Excuse me if I'm not. But he was talking to Alex Jones, and he was saying in the EU, in Britain, that 84% of the laws passed are not even by elected officials, and that elected officials actually have nothing to do with anything. It's all secret groups within the EU, probably controlled by the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the George Soroses. They control the world. They control the U.S. The U.S. is just under stealth. We think our lawmakers and everything are doing stuff for us, but see, we can just be outright bought. They don't even have to do it in secrecy here. They just throw the money around and write the laws and put in the dictator. Dictator. What would you call a man that authorizes somebody like Janet Napolitano to run a group of people through Homeland Security called the TSA that are nothing more than a bunch of criminals that violate the law daily? Go on the site that I made for my father, tsacrimes.com. tsacrimes.com. You'll see just example after example of atrocities and just bad doings by TSA officers. These guys are just scum of the earth. The TSA should just be disbanded. We don't need them. I mean, their budget got increased 300%. For what? to shove their hands down people's pants, to write books for school-age kids called My First Body Cavity Search to show it's good for some stranger to stick his hands down your pants. I mean, what has America come to? Are we going to stand for this? Or are we going to let these people dictate our lives? Are we going to let them go to train stations, bus stations, out in the street, radiate us with these scanners, put their hands down our pants, extract blood to make sure that we're not on drugs or drunk driving? All in the name of Big Brother. Are we going to let this happen? Are we just going to sit back and are we going to just let this happen? Are we going to sit back and let our country bomb sovereign nations, bomb us to bankruptcy? Are we? Do you realize these wars are what's bankrupting our country? Do you realize that Obama has spent and wasted more money than the past 87 presidents combined? Combined! In just 2 or 3 years. I mean, what are we going to do? Nobody's standing up and protesting. Nobody's standing up and being heard. I get on here, I feel like the Lone Ranger. You know, we got Alex Jones. God bless him. He's a great guy. But, you know, he would probably be happy to see more people like himself. I mean, I'm a very cheap carbon copy, poor imitation of Paul Revere. But, you know, I'm trying. And I'm doing it because I care. Do I have any money? No. Am I doing it for the money? I'm not making a dime off any of this. I'm trying to get some donations, trying to get something going. If I could get people to donate to the Crimes of TSA site, tsacrimes.com, you know, I would try to help victims, help people, put more money into the sites, you know, educate more people. That's what I want to do. I want Jax Web News, webnewsjax to educate more people. Let them know the truth. I'm trying to tell the truth. I'm trying to bring the truth. I'm trying to wake people up. I'm trying to get them out of their stupor. You know, wake up from Dancing with the Stars and all this reality TV and all this mumbo jumbo. I even get caught up in it. I love my hockey. I'll admit it. I'm an addict. I'm addicted to the Red Wings. I don't miss a game. I don't miss a puck drop. I don't miss anything when it comes to them, you know. But that's my vice. Is it good? Does it distract me from what I should be doing? Yeah. But 19 hours a day, I'm yours, and I work my butt off on the internet, and I'm trying to get the message through. And I'm trying to fight the good fight. Hopefully I won't just disappear in the wind. Hopefully they won't come and take me. We're in a Gestapo-like society right now, run by the TSA, run by the U.S. government. But to my last breath, I'm going to try to bring back the Constitution our forefathers wrote. The best Constitution, the best piece of paper any country that has ever existed ever had. The Bill of Rights, the U.S. Constitution. God bless it. And if we just go back to those simple values and words and forget all this mumbo jumbo, forget all this globalism, start taking care of our own selves, start taking care of our own people. We don't need to cut welfare. We don't need to cut food stamps. We don't need to cut social programs. We need to cut wars. We need to stop killing. We need to stop making bombs. We need to take care of our people. We need to put our people to work. We need to educate our people. We need to love our people. They're our best resource. Black, white, red, yellow, it doesn't matter. Our people are our best resource. And that's what's made this country great. Our people, our melting pot of people. You know, I mean, do we need to close our borders? Hell yeah, for security reasons and the fact that we just can't afford to have any more people right now. We just can't afford it. But we need to take care of the people we have. And we need to get back to real American values, real family values. We need to encourage families, not discourage them. I just don't know what to say, but I'm trying to say the right things. And I hope you enjoyed this Jax Web News cast. Thank you and good day.